Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Manziel. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Randall, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone. And that
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. John Randall, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Mahomes now to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Third and 12. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. In motion, the tight end. Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go.
Touchdown! Breece Hall, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Garrett Wilson, 75 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Look looking at it with...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass out wide to Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Manziel. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Manziel. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Now 3rd down and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Mahomes now on first down. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even. And this is going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. In motion, Gronkowski. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and 1. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.